Hi, Leo. Welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and welcome to your love read for the first half of February 2023. Let's dive in. Let's take a look and see what's going on for you here, okay? What is going on for Leo, okay? Now, this is beautiful, guys, because on February 5th, we've got a full moon in your sign. All right, so yeah, very exciting. So let's take a look at how this is all going to play out for you within this month. I'm going to focus on you on one side, the other person on the other. Feel free to reverse sides as you see fit, okay? So let's dive in. Now, this could be someone that you have yet to meet, someone that you're already connected with, someone that you're dating. This could even be family. It could be relation to family, children. You're going to know how this resonates with you, but I'm focusing on romantic love at this point, okay? But you're going to know how it lands on you. So take it as you see fit. Don't try to, shift it any other way. All right, so let's dive in. What do we have here? Wow, guys, I don't know. I guess I'm going to take this one because this is at the bottom of the deck. This is the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so you're focused on your legacy. You're focused on your security, your retirement, your wealth. Now, this could be something that you are already. This is what's coming right to mind. Now, this could be a coming together with someone, in terms of doing this. But ten's about coming to fruition about something. So we've got something that's coming to fruition here. Let's dive a little bit deeper and take a look at what we've got here. Ooh, guys, wow. You're going to like this because it's going to get better coming through, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But what I get right here is the devil energy. Now, this is something that has kept you in bondage. Now, this could be something of the recent past, something that is currently underway, because I get it in your current energy, and there's a decision that has to be made. And it's, again, I almost see you like at the full moon during your time, making some sort of decision, emotional decision. It's something that has you bound. Now, you could be bound in a connection with someone, perhaps maybe just something that has really, I don't know, there's some sort of bondage of some sort of toxicity. I'm going to pull another card on the devil card. Give me a card for the devil energy, all right? But wait until you see these other cards, guys, because what you have in your strength position is pretty powerful. What do we have here? Yeah, you know what? This is about teamwork and making some sort of decision, all right? I clarify the devil card and I get the Three of Pentacles, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. And give me another card. Yeah, it looks like you're putting an end to perhaps some sort of teamwork or connection with someone, all right? Maybe you weren't getting the teamwork because I got the Tower card coming through here. This is an interesting card because you kind of look how one person, there's the Sphinx, right? And the interesting thing is that one is looking one way and the other is looking another, and I feel that something came down and because of that, like, this belongs to the Chariot. Like, what are these guys doing there? Because they're supposed to be focused on faith, and they need someone to kind of help them with their faith. But there is a broken mask of vanity that is being broken, right? So it's about some sort of delusion or cracks within a connection or situation. And the interesting thing is that there's a pile at the bottom, but there's one little tree right over here too, that something new grows because of this. So it's so interesting because I feel that maybe one person was thinking one way, another person was thinking another, and the expectations in some way weren't met. And it has you at the full moon making some sort of decision. Now, some of you may have made a decision already. Maybe it's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or dealing with a Capricorn. It doesn't have to be that because the energy trumps that. But, some sort of something needed to come down. Now, it's whatever kept you in bondage. This could be a mindset, a way of thinking, a connection, a person, place, or thing. You're going to know what that is for you. But emotionally, you made some sort of decision here, okay? And I just feel that there is listening to your own guidance. Did you listen to your guidance, or were you kind of going on down the wrong road a little bit? Only you know that. So let's pull some few cards and let's take a look at what that is. Interesting, huh? Interesting. Yeah, something came down. Something to do with the bondage that came down. Now, this could even be you getting rid of some sort of addiction and making some sort of change. Here we go again. Look at this. You see the lightning from here? The lightning's going over here. There was some sort of drama within a connection, all right? Let's take a look. And maybe it caused you emotional drama, okay? You didn't have to have a situation or anything, but it could be a drama. And you just were kind of not listening to each other, okay? And it was empty feelings, no expression of emotion. And so it's time to plant new seeds. So it's time to grow this tree, right? That is inside, right? This little tree that's being born out of this, right? And it's time to plant new seeds and new pathways and new beginnings. And this is what I'm getting. Woo! I mean, lots of stuff coming out, guys. Wow. But we've got some good stuff coming in here because I am seeing the Lover's card. I'm seeing a lot of different things. What else do we get? Yeah, and it could have been too, guys. Someone could have been a little bit more codependent than another, and with this in mind, it was a dependency on a person, place, or thing for existence, or an activity. It could be that just as well. So that is coming true. It's coming to fruition too. So quite interesting, guys. Very interesting to see that. I was gonna pull another card because I wanted to pull. Oh, do I have my cards? Yeah, I got my cards that are for codependency, and I'm gonna pull a card on that. Okay, so we're gonna pull a card on this, but it's just someone was depending on something, and the tower came down within it. Okay, but the good thing is that there's new fresh seeds to be planted, and there's new fertile ground as well, which is coming through. And what do we get? Rage. So it could be anger, all right? Maybe you or this other person was a little bit angry, and maybe this person, place, or thing made you felt strong and in power and control. And this is saying, can you verbalize how you feel instead, rather than the feelings coming up? So it's does this the philosophy or the word rage? Does that action of creating rage make you feel strong, in power, and in control? If so, can you verbalize how you feel instead of emotionally, kind of spilling? Now, I'm not saying this is you. I'm just saying this is what's coming up. And so it might have to do with, some sort of codependence. Maybe one person was getting upset. And so now it's like, instead of getting upset and walking away, can you verbalize and control emotions and learn how to express your emotions instead? And I hear you guys. This is good. That it's interesting that this is coming through. Let's take a look at what you need to focus in on. Yeah, it's that introspection, looking in on this, right? And and we all got something that we've got to work on, right? I mean, there's just no one is perfect, and we get into relationships, so we learn more about ourselves, and we learn more about another person, and then sharing our life with someone. This here is getting to know yourself, going in introspectively and birthing a new way of being. There's a transformation happening. There's a snake around this egg. There's a transformation, right? There is something that you've seen the inside, and you shine the light on the shadow side of yourself. And I feel that this is an opportunity. You're being so strong, and it's about moving forward, okay? So, yeah. Let's take a look. Anything else you need to focus in on? It's a 9 card coming to fruition. Okay, let's take a look. What do we got here? What do we get? Ooh, nice. Okay, guys. So what we get here is the Wheel of Fortune. So now things can shift and move forward. Now things can change, and it can actually turn. So you've got ruled by Jupiter. It's a 10 card. You go from a 9 to a 10. So you looked inside, and the universe is blessing you with a shift of energy. And so now that things are shifting, what's coming up next, guys? What's coming up next for you? What you need to focus in on is to go within, and the universe is going to co-create with you here on a new beginning. What do we get? Ooh, we get the hangman. Okay, very interesting, guys. Very interesting. This is interesting because this person, during the daylight is just demonstrating soul work. Okay, and what's so interesting is that there is an alchemic symbol here on Yemen. It's the alchemic symbol for sulfur, and that has to do with soul. So this is about shining light on the soul by looking at something, in a different way. Okay. So this is bringing in to consciousness, what it is that was below the surface before, whether it's codependence or whatever this, whatever was coming through. But it's a 10, it's a 12 card. 12th house has to do with the repressed parts of oneself. So this is about hanging upside down to get that, okay? This is not, someone is not, this is a voluntary surrender of some sorts, okay? I'm voluntarily doing it this way, and this is about grace, physical and spiritual, and this is an opportunity to see what comes, okay? What's going to come here? What comes out from this, okay? So yeah, I just think it's so interesting. Oh, I just very interesting. So you are currently coming into consciousness on something. Let's take a look at what else you need to focus in on. What is it? What else? Free yourself. That's exactly what you're doing here. You're freeing yourself of something that is out of the bondage and breaking free, right? And it is all the stress and the burdens are just kind of like you're blowing away, right? And this is an opportunity to do that. And it's just, you did the work, guys. You really did the work here. And some of you are probably smack in the middle of this, okay? Focusing on artistic expressions, I'm also getting here too. And this could be entertainment. Some of you might be called to entertainment. And it's time that you open up. Rather, don't be shy anymore. It's time to open up, okay? If you've been reserved in the past, the universe is saying you need to focus in on opening up. Kind of just like I talked about when I got to that anger a little bit, guys. Can you verbalize how you feel, especially in a connection when something's not going well? Because sometimes that's just there to show you that repressed part of oneself. And it's deep, and it's interesting, but the relationships do teach us this. So the next card that I get here that is coming through here is the Star card. And this is coming from, it's diving into your read. So what I feel here that this is a time for healing. This is a time for having faith. It's a time for 15, 16, 17, 18 to reducing to a 9. 9s are all about coming to fruition. There's some sort of healing that you had, and I feel that it has to do with emotions. You took a deep dive into the emotions here, and I feel that this was an opportunity for you. Yeah, I do. I feel it was an opportunity. It's Pisces energy. I kind of feel this. I almost thought this was an Aquarius card, guys, to tell you the truth. This is a Pisces energy. I'm looking at the back of it. Yeah, it's Pisces. And it is your full moon. It's the full moon. I really feel it's like the full moon, it's coming up in Leo. This is a time to kind of dive deep. It's a slow swim with the turtle there, but something's going to be illuminated. Like something's illuminated. Like you see clearly now what was once, kind of the mask was broken, right? It's now that you see things a lot more clearly and it's being illuminated. So it's something's coming together around the full moon. Now what I get in your strength position is the Lovers card, okay? Now these are two people that could be opposites in some way. These could be a fire energy and a earth energy coming through. Whatever the case may be, it's a 6 card. This is birthing something new. This is Gemini energy. In your strength position, coming together in love is key. So give us more on this. What do we get? Hard-headed. So someone was stubborn here, and this is about taking steps forward, moving towards love, rather than being hard-headed. Move towards love, and then I get some sort of celebration. Set up some time together. This is an opportunity for celebration. All right. So maybe if you felt stubborn before, you are this other person. It's time to take some steps forward. It's asking you to step forward, guys, and focus on celebrations in your strength position. Okay, what do we get? Yeah, celebrate your awakening that you've got here, okay? There's a new outlook and a new perspective regarding a love situation. And I think that maybe you see yourself differently now as you step back. And now you're seeing what came down was a reason for that, so you could have your awakening here, okay? And so now it's time to celebrate, right? And this is about not being prideful, Leo energy, not being prideful, okay? It's, pride is causing distraction in the partnership. It's time to, really focus on reflecting and considering all the options, right? With this hangman energy that came through here, all the options and all the consequences, all right, of a situation, all right? Anything else that may want to come through? Let's take a look. I'm going to pull one of these cards here. What does Spirit want you to know about your strength position? What do we get? What does Spirit want you to know? What do we get? What do we get? Celestial teacher. Some of you are teachers. Some of you are teachers and you communicate to others. All right? So, this is beautiful. You've been enlightened in some sort of way, guys. Like I said, you are doing the work. There's a lot of major arcana here with the Hierophant energy, Taurus energy. You got the Wheel of Fortune, and then you got the Hangman. Just in what you need to focus in on are 3 major arcanas. And then your recent past is a major arcana, and then your strength's a major arcana. So you're hitting a lot, and of course the Tower is too, right? The Tower and the Devil card. So you have tons of major arcanas here. It's a big shift for you. It's not normal. It's not an everyday thing. So some of you are teachers, and your strength is your awakening, okay? And it's time to celebrate and to be able to move forward. Now, in your near future, we get the King of Wands. This is you, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is transforming energies, okay? So the King of Wands is all about like an opportunity. I kind of feel that there is an opportunity for you to visualize what it is that you want to transform energies within that. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a snake around this tree, which is all about transforming. It's transforming. It's kind of being able to get rid of old skin and be able to move into your new skin. Is what I'm getting. All right. So very interesting. Give us more on this. I'm curious. Give us more on this for Leo. What do we get? You're working on something. You might be mentoring others, okay? Maybe you want, because there's someone there that is watching you doing your work, and it could be a child, it could be someone younger, or you're taking on that energy and watching someone else. But I get the 8 of Pentacles. This is about education and engagement on something. So this is you really kind of engaging into some sort of situation. It could be work that you're doing as well, but I feel that you could be taking classes, you could be getting more information, and you're focused on your craft. And for some of you, it is being a teacher, okay? You're teaching the spiritual, realm. You teach in that realm. And it could be anything in the esoteric studies or whatever this is. You know what that is for you. And then I got a world card, another major arcana. Wow, guys. You see the world differently. You're coming out into the world. I really feel that. It's a 10, 21 card reducing to a 3. 3s are about communication. 3s are also about, definitely communication, but introspection, things with siblings, thinking, speaking, writing. This is what you're doing in terms of what you do. But let's take a look at what else is coming towards you here. Make time for love. You've been working a lot. Guys, make some time for love. This is what's coming through here. Make time for love here, all right? There's going to be some messages coming through, some texts, and some conversations. It wants you to make some time for love, all right? Anything else that you need to be aware of in terms of the near future? It's saying to hop on that, guys, okay? And be honest, right? What's going to be really helpful in a connection between you and another person here, especially with the Lover's card, Gemini energy, and it doesn't have to be that sign because I'm getting everything here. What I'm getting here is that acting truthfully, speaking truthfully after your awakening and not being prideful is going to reap big rewards, okay? And you can say, oh, Michelle, I'm already doing that, which is totally fine. I'm not talking, it's just for those of you that It's just coming out within the read is what I'm getting. And we've got the, especially if those of you want a Ten of Cups, a Ten of Pentacles, it's coming out again. So I get the Ten of Pentacles coming out, especially for legacy. And if you want to build with another person or build your life, be honest with yourself and others. Your suggested approach is to get rid of this is like coming to fruition. The Nine of Swords is get rid of any sort of depression, anxiety, or anything sort or despair. I think that you're just really getting it's the end of that. Okay, I think you've been there, done that, and it could have been a part of that devil energy in terms of the bondage of a situation, and then maybe that affected your emotions a little bit. Give us more. What do we get? Yeah, it wants you to get rid of the heartbreak of the past. If there has been more than one situation that has led you up and you seem to find yourself carrying this baggage from relationship to relationship, this time it's not going to happen anymore, guys. You're ending it. You are ending it. Yeah, you're creating the vision that you want. See, the Queen of Pentacles, which is this, she only invests where it's going to bring sunshine to her. She's that down-to-earth motherly energy. Like you're sitting back on your throne and back to manifesting. You're back to being you, and you're back to being a better version of you, with the knowledge that you gleaned, from this information here at the very beginning of your read. So what you need to, this is what is coming through on your best approach. Invest into relationships wisely. For some of you, there's an opportunity for second chances here. It's at the bottom of the deck, but let's get a little bit more on your suggested approach. What do we get? Spark, new chemistry. Create a brand new spark. Okay, new passion, new chemistry is coming out. All right, and anything else? What else do we get? Yep, a new door to romance. So some of you, it's a brand new door. You were blocked before, and now you are rerouting something that was stagnant. Now that could just be your overall love life for a moment, and that's okay because we've got time, we do our work, right? But this is saying a new door is opening. What you need to know is that you've got the ability to be adaptable and flexible now in a relationship. You don't have to fear, about, oh my gosh, it's going to be coming into some sort of confrontation here. No, you're able to adapt and balance your emotions for smooth sailing. Before, maybe you got a little angry or the other person did, but now there is a balancing act that's being done. This is what you need to know. And what else? The Knight of Wands. Move forward passionately with adventure and positive energy is what this says. Motioning forward. So I want you to move forward, all right? Your hopes or fears is that things might come down, that that this disappointment might come up again. But this is saying it's time for you to get off the knee, cross the bridge, pick up these two cups, and stand up and move forward into that of which is hidden. Because you've got this. You're a Leo. You guys can do this. You've got a Leo. So it wants you to visualize what you want and look at all the growth. Remember the tree that we saw in the tower? Well, look at all these trees that are born here. Some of you could be out of your balcony visualizing what you want, or out on a terrace somewhere, or out at night in nature, and you're visualizing what it is that you want. All right? So, and that's the Six of Cups, self-improvement. All right? So this is what I'm getting. Yeah, when the winter things were frozen, but that's because you needed to incubate. And so now it's kind of like there's some sort of spiritual bond that can't be broken, all right? Even though things fell apart, there is an opportunity to bring back summer warm vibes. What about this other person on the other side? It wants you to speak up, guys. It wants you to speak up, all right? This other person on the other side, what do we get? They could be independent at this time, using their intuition in this moment. Nine of Pentacles, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, all right? And they're disappointed too. This is the Four of, they're contemplating. They're contemplating at this moment, all right? So the Four of Cups is all about contemplation. They're using their intuition, and they too are probably out at the full moon on February 5th. And, just really focusing in on what it is that they want, right? And that's what I feel, okay? What else? Yeah, things, there were some misunderstandings. There's just some misunderstandings and confusion and judgment. And it just, I think you have definitely grown to the point where you could have a great conversation, and I feel that a lot of you might feel a little bit more balanced to do that. What do we get? Shadows, things that are hidden. So there was clouds and things that were hidden, and I get divine timing. Divine timing. This person's waiting for the right time is what I'm getting. What's in their strength position? Once they get the clarity, okay? And what else do I get? Clarity to see something from a different perspective is what I get with the Eight of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What they're waiting for is to balance themselves out, to see something from a different perspective and get the clarity that they need. Air energy and then earth energy is coming through, okay? So this is what they need to focus in on, all right? And have affection. Show affection, all right? Show more affection. Evaluate on the actions, all right? And the thoughts and of what has come through, and balance. Are things equal? It's time to bring them into balance. What's in their strength position? Hierophant energy. So this is them getting advice for someone who's got keys to life. They could be, getting advice from you, or you getting advice from them. You're both teaching and being students of each other. Okay. This could also indicate marriage. It's Taurus energy. Okay. And I do get options in their strength position. They too have options. You both are very attractive people. I mean, really. And what else? Deceit. This person doesn't want to be deceived in making in illusions, and is trying to get the keys to that in life. And then at the bottom of the deck I get the Star card, Aquarius energy. You or this other person might have Aquarius in your chart. All right. Strength position. They're taking their time to be wise. Okay. Taking their time to be wise. And I get in making good investments. They want to make good investments. Near future for this person. What do we got? Near future. Okay, here we go. King of Cups. Balancing emotions. Getting the rest that they need. And then persevering. The Seven of Wands. Fire energy. They are balancing their emotions. Now they're in authority over their emotions. So maybe you both had something to work on. But nevertheless, this person's resting, Four of Swords, re-energizing themselves, and then standing up and ready. This is persevering. Seven card, seventh house of partnerships. This is the Seven of Wands, and this is persevering amidst the competition and having faith. All right. So we're going to take it to an extent and to find out their next steps now. We'll find out what they haven't told you, what they want most, what their next steps are, and the timing surrounding that. We'll find out also how they feel about you. We'll find out how you feel about them, what you want most, what you haven't told them, and what you hope the next steps to be. And then we'll do a potential outcome with oracle advice for you. And this will be for the next 2 weeks. So if you're interested, guys, click the link in the description box below. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Namaste.